Today I fucked up by sending a massive dildo and butt plug meme to my entire office along with my timesheets. This was just a little less than a year ago, and I still get made fun of for it almost daily. I'm a security guard, been one for a few years. Last February I left one company and joined another, which is where I am currently, and where this happened. They had me as a bank guard and I was outside guarding an ATM. Suddenly I remember, oh, my timesheet needs to get sent in today. Better get on that before I forget again. So I open my phone, snap a couple pics of my timesheets, open my photos and tag them for an email. At the same time, my friend sends me a meme dump, 5 or 6 pictures that he thought were funny. I get distracted and scroll through them chuckling quietly, then go ahead and send my email. Happy Friday guys. Be safe, is what I say in my email. When we submit our timesheets, we don't send them to a supervisor, we send them to the main office email for the entire Midwest and they get sorted out that way. Timesheets done, quiet morning. Feels like a good day. Phone buzzes, it's my supervisor. Hey Puppet Master, make sure you double check your email before you send it. Crap, I must have filled out my timesheets wrong. Open up my emails, and my heart stops. I accidentally attached a third picture. One of the memes my friend sent me, and it's definitely NSFW. Not something you'd ever want to send to your entire office, that's for sure. Next to my 2 timesheets is a meme of a huge, and let me make this perfectly clear, huge, dildo and butt plug with a tagline of something along the lines of massive manly macho dildo combo. So, time to look for a new job. I immediately reply to my email explaining what happened and apologizing over and over. I sit down on the ground, completely embarrassed. At this point, I had only been working for this company for a week. I was expecting a call from HR any minute. My supervisor calls me, laughing her ass off asking what the hell happened. I'm totally flustered and not speaking correctly. I just keep apologizing, and she just keeps laughing. She says the entire office finds it hilarious and they're all laughing. That's when she tells me I sent it to the whole office. Like, corporate knows my name, people I've never met know my name, everybody knows me now. I am so fired. I spent my lunch looking at other jobs when my boss's boss calls me. It's time, here comes the firing. Dude, that was hilarious. We all needed that. Pandemic had really just started and a lot of contracts were on the line, so the office was really feeling the heat. I couldn't apologize enough, but he just told me it was okay and that it was really funny. Well, the next day, and almost every other day since, the scheduling team, other supervisors, everyone, they always tell me not to send them pictures of butt plugs when I send in timesheets now. I got a promotion a few months after that and I submit timesheets for my crew now, and they will never let me forget. Hey Puppet Master, where's the butt plug? There's only timesheets in this email. I get a kick out of it now, but man, I've never felt more embarrassed in my life. Too long didn't read, submitted my timesheets in an email, but accidentally attached a meme of a huge dildo with them. Edit, okay you guys wanna see the meme? I've gotta go through a year of old emails to find it, but I'll look for it. Edit 2, okay guys, I found the meme. Imager is not letting me upload at the moment though. I'm getting an error that the website is over capacity at the moment. I'll keep trying to upload and when it does I'll post the link. Edit 3, here's the link. Looks like my memory was slightly off, but not bad after 1 year lol. Enjoy guys. Edit 4, wow. Thank you everyone for the upvotes and awards. If you had asked me then if I thought I would be remembering it fondly a year later, I would have said no. I'm glad you all find it as funny as I do now. Thank you again. Did you work for a company that started with a G? You shut your mouth lol. I kinda wanna see the meme now. Long story, but once I approved a customer print of a giant dick because of some misunderstanding on NSFW policy we'd just signed. All was well, we just had a right to deny it if we were uncomfortable. But I couldn't stop thinking of the folks in production who had to watch this 30 by 70 canvas print 1 inch at a time. So, what can you do in this situation? Own it. No one can hurt you with the embarrassing stories you welcomely embrace. When we have newbies who mess something up, I like to comfort them this tale and add, and if that didn't get me fired, you're fine. Well, now I'm curious to see those pictures. Wish granted. Posted in the edit section. You know you've found a good job when everyone you work with shares your fucked up sense of humor. Edit, I just remembered a funny story I have that's somewhat relevant, so I'm tacking it on here. TIFU in 2008, when I was working my first real job out of college. I was the youngest in the office by several years, and like 15 years younger than the average. I was also an introverted perfectionist, so I spent my first several months on the job trying to do my work and avoid any necessary attention. During one of our weekly office meetings, our office director was encouraging everyone to share important documents using the public folder on Outlook. Velp. She left out the L when she wrote the word public on the whiteboard, and I lost my 23-year-old mind. I spent about 40 seconds desperately trying to stifle my urge to laugh, while apparently nobody else noticed the error, until I made eye contact with my direct boss and he, after a couple seconds of confusion, pieced it together. Jen, I'm not sure we should be using that folder. And then the meeting was disrupted by several minutes of uproarious laughter from all present, and I was never afraid to be myself at work again. You know you've found a great job when everyone shares the same sex toys. Today I fucked up by forgetting to clear out my photo drive of NFSW content and my parents having it show up on their TV. This literally just happened and I still do not know how it slipped past me. But anyways, here's some context. I moved back in with my folks when my ex and I split up about 6 months ago, and when we had a place together we used to create all sorts of content. So anyways, as we were making videos and taking photos, I used to use my Amazon photo drive to back it up because at the time, I didn't have anyone else with access to it and I knew it was safe from being mixed in with my other cloud drives I use for my work related stuff. And there was quite a bit of stuff, about 1,000 plus pics and videos of us together. And we were making pretty good money when it peaked. But by the time the relationship had ended we had hardly made anything new and it was more of an afterthought, and I only would update my photo cloud when we made things, so I had forgotten all about it. Fast forward to a day ago, and my parents had bought a Fire Stick, but they didn't have a Prime account as they were using the Prime Video app on their smart TV with my account. So they asked me to do the setup for them, which I did, and all I did was put in my login stuff and left them with the remote to find their shows on Prime Video. What I didn't realize until later was that Amazon Photos is also an app on Fire Sticks, and it automatically uses those photos as screensavers when you pause what you're watching. So this morning, my dad came into my room and he told me that he put the TV on pause while he and my mom were laying down so he could look at his phone. And he looked back up to see my ex spread eagle across the TV with jizz on her tits, and then my mom looked up too, and they both were absolutely mortified. And now so am I, knowing that I just had my parents discover the old porn I used to make. Thankfully, my dad was chill about the conversation because I don't know how it would have went down if it were my mom bringing it up to me. TL, drive, used to make amateur porn, forgot it was backed up. Found out the hard way it was when my parents had it pop up in 4K in front of them. Edit, for all the pubs asking for source, out of respect for her and so that she doesn't continue to make more money without my involvement, as I no longer have access to the off, I'm not gonna drop links. Edit 2, which of y'all thought this post deserved a wholesome award? Lamau. Edit 3, JFC, I did not expect this post about horrifying my parents with explicit images of my ex covered in holy white sauce to become my most gilded one on Reddit. I guess thanks guys. Edit 4, this will be the last edit I make, for the time being, but I know a lot of you were curious about how it worked with making money through OV and whatnot, but I'm not gonna answer any further questions beyond what I've addressed already. But thanks for the good questions, and thank you everyone for enjoying my most embarrassing moment. Edit 5, woke up to see this post has really blown up overnight as well as my inbox. Once again thanks everyone, but please stop asking me if I'd start making new content or questions about seeing my dick lol. I left that part of me behind for a reason. Don't feel bad, the same thing happened to me, except I was the innocent one just trying to watch TV and it was my parents' photos. I think I would have died inside even more if I found old nudes of my folks. I got an actual physical feeling of dread in my stomach when I read it automatically uses those photos as screensavers. You may have saved others with this. Today I fucked up, props to you. I'm proud of you, son. Gee, thanks dad. I knew you'd be proud. We're so proud of how far you've. You just had to say 4K LMFAO. See my ex get destroyed in 4K sounds like an excellent title. Otherwise, sorry that happened, man. It's good your parents didn't give you a hard time for it. Edit, damn you're like the shit out of this. Edit you/PR3 data kill 13 Denzel voice my man. Wow, I'd say that is a good title. But yeah, I'm glad they didn't either, but now I'm afraid that they're gonna bring it up in the future for shits and giggles and I'm gonna still feel embarrassed. Edit, since no one gilded our friend you/you it really by Keith that I figure I share some of the wealth. Today I fucked up by taking Ambien on a plane and teleporting. This Today I fucked up is brought to you by an experience I had about 2 years ago that I still think about this day. Long story, bear with me. Picture this, you're me, a scrawny college kid with terrible sleeping habits and a divine hatred of flying. Naturally, you pick an East Coast college that's a 6-hour red-eye flight away from your home on the West Coast. Mom has a stash of Ambien she uses sparingly, just for particularly sleepless nights. Anticipating the shit show that is the red-eye, she lends me a few pills each time I head to school. The dose knocks you out for 6 hours at the least. Bingo. My perfect escape from the special hell that is air travel. So at this point, I had a routine: take a pill right after boarding, sleep through the flight, and wake up well rested just in time for landing, grab an Uber to school, and lug the bags to the dorm. Easy. After several successes, I got an ego. I thought, hey, flying can't be that bad. Maybe I can sleep through this on my own. And if that fails, I've still got the pill as a backup. So I try falling asleep undrugged. I'm in and out of it, keep waking up at every beep and shuffle and overhead announcement. So I give up. It's still hardly been 10 minutes. So I take the full dose and prepare for bliss. Shortly after, I'm yanked out of my clinical slumber by an announcement that we've begun our descent. That can't be right. I only just fell asleep. Here's where I fucked up. It hadn't been 10 minutes into the flight when I took the pill. It had been 3 hours. The realization hits me along with a wave of intense nausea. If you've been on Ambien, you know that 1, that stuff is potent as hell, and 2, you're not supposed to wake up on it. I'm tripping, and hard. I vaguely call out for a bag, and one appears in my hands. I dry heave all the way to the ground, all the while cursing the robots that I could see growing out of the walls. Somehow my luggage gets pulled down from above and handed to me. I forgot the face of whoever was sitting next to me, but I'm pretty sure they took off running once I woke up and started prophesying the end of the world into my bath bag. As I'm swaying back and forth in the aisle, waiting to deplane, all I can think is, you just have to get to the dorm. Just get to the dorm. My phone goes off. I'm standing at the entrance to the terminal, bags in hand, staring at my own phone as a notification tells me my car has arrived. To this day, I have absolutely no memory of how I got there from the plane, nor how I called a car. I blinked and I was there. I get in the car, yak into the poor driver's old takeout bag, and pass out until we get to school. I lug my stuff up the stairs and promptly remember that I don't have my key. My girlfriend, who was looking after my room while I was gone, has it with her. I call public safety to let me in, and fall asleep collapsed outside my own door like a rejected booty call. The officer arrives, unlocks my door, and lingers in the doorway while I drag my stuff inside. You gonna be okay? He asks me, probably noticing that I look like a doped up sewer rat. Give him my friendliest smile and start to answer, but not before I gag and empty the last remains of my gut into my trash can. Perfect timing. He closes the door without another word. I took a shower, passed out, and woke up at 4 p.m. with the worst headache of my life. To this day, I've never delayed a dose on a red eye. TL, Doctor, I took an ambien 3 hours into a 6-hour flight which had me hallucinate, teleport, and vomit all the way to school. Edit, clarified that I live on the west coast and traveled east for school, fixed some misleading wording. Thanks for the karma, I think. I'd kinda lurk lol. And for the concerned folks trying to diagnose me lamau. I'm getting a kick out of all of the stories with similar experiences.